Hi guys, so tonight's video is going to be a look into your shadow side. And remember that when we're looking into your shadow side, it's a really hard look in the mirror. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And remember that the only way we can overcome the obstacles and challenges in our life is by looking into that mirror and learning from it and deciding to make those changes that we need to make to move forward. So take a moment to get in touch with your highest self and your intuition and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to, 1, 2, or 3. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So for pile 1, a look into your shadow side. We have the fourth ray of harmony. We have trust in yourself going forward. Leave behind any doubt. Own your issues and accept them. We all have our own. When you follow your heart, you know you are on the right path, but it's not to be confused with impulsive emotions. PTSD is causing you to see things that aren't real. So you might have some issues coming up from past cycles in your life that have caused you a lot of pain or turmoil, and they might be clouding your judgment right now, making you see patterns that aren't really there. They may be similar to things that happened in the past, but this is a whole new situation. Just remember to get in touch with your heart and to listen to what your heart is telling you. Get rid of the anxiety and fear inside your mind. Take some time for self-care and really take some time to yourself, in nature, or to ground yourself in by, taking a bath can also help, or a shower, or, just some time for you, just to get in touch with yourself and figure out what your heart is trying to tell you. Trust in yourself. Don't settle for anything less than you are. Don't believe that you can't accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. You can have peace and harmony in your life. And you just need to be able to trust in yourself. You also need to be able to own up to any mistakes you might be making or any kind of issues you have going on. Accept those issues and overcome them. We all have our own issues. We all have our own burdens. We all have our own things that we do that aren't right. Accept those issues that you are having. Accept whatever issues you're having with anything around you, maybe even fear or anxiety, or, maybe even escapist behaviors where you're taking off and hiding away because you don't want to own up to whatever it is you're feeling or whatever it is you have going on in your life. And we have the fourth ray of harmony. The fourth ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony, and balance. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Any conflict that you experience now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel that you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed in a positive way into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessings of the fourth ray of harmony now. When the fourth ray of harmony is active in your life, you are approaching spiritual initiation, which creates a whole new person, a whole new you. Initiation may begin with feeling torn between two choices or realities. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. You do, as you discover your strength to be patient with the process rather than trying to force an outcome prematurely. Eventually, you will outgrow the conflict altogether, emerging as a wiser, more powerful you. You will have gained a positive outcome from what was once considered to be a negative situation. When the fourth ray of harmony becomes stronger in your soul, avoid becoming scattered or out of balance, or swinging from one extreme to the other. In thoughts, actions, and emotions, you will need to keep grounding yourself and being moderate rather than all or nothing in your lifestyle choices. This will create your successful outcome more swiftly than trying to force something to happen immediately. The challenge and the gift with the fourth ray of harmony is the increased sensitivity to beauty that it engenders. Music takes on a whole new emotional depth. The beauty or chaos in your environment. Oh, I skipped a page. even in the colors that even in the colors that you wear has more impact on you than usual. You can use this increased sensitivity to your advantage by choosing art, music, and colors and so on that feel good for you. The mainstream is still operating in a fear-based energy. With increased sensitivity, you can sometimes be more affected by this. I think you might have a lot of empathic tendencies in this pile. If you are experiencing increased negativity, depression, doubt, fear, or emotional instability, this is likely why. You can overcome this without shutting down. When you sense it happening, respond with a loving discipline. You might meditate, journal, dance, create art, listen to music, exercise, have a bath, or spend time in nature to bring yourself back to balance. This ray has a special connection to the arts and guides you to create. You are encouraged to trust your own creativity, to enjoy it, and to use it to help heal yourself and perhaps others too. When Archangel Gabriel enters your life, there will be an emphasis on the use of sound for healing and balance. So the words that you use, affirmations for examples, or the invocations in this deck will be very powerful. So will music. You may use sound to help balance and restore your energy. You'll know when it has worked because you will feel happier and find life simpler. You may not immediately solve an issue, but starting what you need to take care of yourself but start doing what you need to do to take care of yourself, knowing the resolution is on its way. Pretty much exactly what I was saying. Take care of yourself, and just know that everything's gonna turn out just fine. Everything's gonna turn out just fine. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. You can make this decision on your own. You do have issues, but that doesn't mean you aren't capable of making a decision. Follow your heart, and when you follow your heart, you can never choose the wrong thing. We got Temperance, we got Eight of Pentacles, we got the Seven of Cups, we got the Nine of Pentacles, and we got the Knight of Pentacles. So, you might be feeling like you aren't good enough for something in your life, or like it's going to be a really long journey to get to a place where you feel good enough for something, for some sort of option that seems to be open in your life, and you're wondering if it's an illusion. But you're looking at it, examining it really closely, and really trying to gain a lot more knowledge and wisdom and understanding of it. And it could be a person in your life that's very confident and strong and stable and grounded, somebody very solid that really believes in themselves and has confidence. And maybe they're teaching you a lot about how to gain that confidence in yourself, and how to see all the open doors for you, how to see how many options you have in front of you, because you might be somebody who isn't seeing those options. You're learning how to gain temperance and balance through perseverance, willpower, determination, strength, inner strength, and wisdom. You have a lot of very grounded energy while you're able to delve into your emotions at the same time. You have gained that through a lot in your life. You have learned a lot through the lessons you've learned in your life and through this journey you've been on. You have been through codependency. You've been through addiction. You've been through a lot of things that have really caused you a lot of PTSD and a lot of anxiety when it comes to dealing with people in your life or things in your life, because you don't want them to turn into addictions as well. You want to have connections in your life or situations in your life that are very free, and at the same time that you can still have that deeper connection. And right now you're learning how to explore your emotions further to gain this confidence to be able to tackle this journey, to be able to make the moves you need to make to create something in your life. And you're really deciding what path is right for you, what option you want to take. But in order to decide what option you want to take, you need to do the hard work to be able to get to a state where you are feeling good about yourself and like you can stand strong, stable, and solid on your own, so that you can really see the options for what they really are, instead of, you know, jumping into something that isn't good for you because you're trying to make others happy, or because, you know, you don't think that you're good enough for the options that are out there that might be different and might be new, or might be, options that seem unrealistic or something like that, But through hard work and perseverance, you could make something work in a situation like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. And I hope that you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye. So for pile two, we have spiritual service. I'm kind of getting the feeling for this pile that you might be somebody who is maybe starting some sort of spiritual service to others, is somebody who's very humanitarian and really gives a lot for free, and really, you might also have trouble accepting payment for it or feeling right taking payment for it. Or it could be even that you, with it being a shadow side issue, it could also be that you are trying to come to peace with believing that through spiritual service everything will work out just fine. Life goes in cycles. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. Empathy is your middle name. Seeing things from every perspective isn't always easy. Empathy helps though. Any wound can be healed with time and care. Take a walk in the moonlight to release the darkness and get in touch with your intuition and feminine power. So, really take some time outside at nighttime. It's probably somewhere you feel a lot of peace and relaxation, and something that you feel very connected to and drawn to. And you're somebody who has a lot of intuition, a lot of sensitivity and emotions, and you really need to be able to get in connection with that more. You need to be able to express that more. You need to be able to be open and loving. You know, there may have been a lot of pain that has happened that has really, caused a lot of fluctuations in your life. But understanding that what goes up must come down, what goes down must come up. Everything's going to even out in the end, and it's always going to be up and down. And just being able to enjoy the ride along the way and really be understanding of everything that everyone around you is going through. Because really, you're somebody with a lot of empathy, and a lot of very, a way of seeing things that is just really, you can see things from every perspective, and you know that. But you might be having a hard time being able to be emotional still too, because of the pain of the past. And it's just time to go with the flow and to really allow whatever's unfolding to unfold, and to continue to help to heal those around you and yourself. We have the Four of Wands, we have Justice, we have Three of Swords, we have Five of Swords, we have Shadow Side, and we have the Nine of Wands. So there's been a journey that you have gone through. You have faced so much conflict, and you've had to fight and stand up for yourself and really stand your ground and defend yourself, defend your honor, defend your heart, defend your mind. And you might have really had to face a lot of your own shadow side, a lot of the shadow sides of others. And you're somebody who really fights for what's right and fights for what you believe in and stands up for what's right. And you really need to express yourself and not let yourself get caught up in the thoughts of who you're going to hurt. You really need to express yourself. You need to listen to your intuition and trust in it, and stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for fairness, justice, equality. You're somebody who really has a lot of good karma headed your way. You're somebody who really has done the right thing and has fought for what you believe in, and who has faced the darkness and has been able to get to the point where the sun is rising again. And you might not be seeing it quite yet, because it's behind her and it's still low in the sky, but the sun is rising. It's time for dawn. It's time for brightness and happiness to come into your life, and it's time for you to have that hope and optimism and belief that everything is going to balance out. Everything you have been through, it was a learning situation for you, a learning situation for you to be able to overcome any addictions in your life, overcome any codependency, overcome any of the anxiety or conflict, and maybe even fear of conflict, and fear of heartbreak, and fear of hurting others, and the ability to be able to express yourself, to bring that fairness, has really been grown through this process. And now it's time to have stability and strength within your thoughts, to be able to really celebrate the love and life going on around you. and the stability of your life in this moment. Even if there's a lot of chaos in it, there's a lot of cycles and it's going up and down, but there will be stability coming in because you are learning how to set your boundaries and how to really fight for what you believe in and how to express yourself to the fullest extent of what you feel you should be. But how to do it in a good way as well, that is fair to all. So we have page 21, spiritual service. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. It is easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love to the best of your ability. Release the need to defend yourself. Release this need to feel like you have to defend yourself at every turn. And just be able to, or to feel like you have to defend your thoughts maybe even at every turn. Be able to go with the flow. It's easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent to do what you love to the best of your ability. Realize that you are enough and your work is good and that you have something of value to offer. It's time to let go of fear of failure, concern about your ability and right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. I think you're a spiritual leader who is supposed to be out there helping others to find their inner strength and to express themselves and to fight for what they believe in and stand up for what's right and to really destroy karmic blocks in people's lives to bring them stability in their lives so that they can celebrate happiness and grounded energy in their lives and their thoughts. And I think it's time for you to accept how amazing you are and how good you are at what you do and to really go after your dreams and to, fight for what you believe in. You who inspire everyone else around you to fight for what they believe in, fight for what you believe in. Go after it with passion and fire. But don't feel like you have to defend yourself at every turn. Understand that everyone has their own path and their own way to live. It's time to let go of fear of failure and concerns about your ability and right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. You are being called to a service beyond that which you have accomplished thus far. That is because you are ready, capable, and willing to step up to another level of spiritual responsibility and freedom. Your mind, however, may question your ability. You may be afraid that you cannot perform well enough, or that you are not skilled or experienced enough, or that you're not as good as others, or don't have enough value to offer. These are nothing more than wounded beliefs about your self-worth. It's time to recognize this wounding and not empower these beliefs as truths anymore. Be kind to your mind. It will be happier without such beliefs. You can free yourself from the pain that they cause and become more realistic about your gifts and your potential. Now is the time for you to trust love more than your wounds. As you release these old beliefs, you can create more space within yourself. I think you need to show empathy to yourself. As you release these old beliefs, you can create more space within you to receive impressions of how you can most joyfully serve the greater good. No longer hampered by undermining and draining beliefs and self-doubt, you will have more energy to act on your intuition and your inner guidance. If at any time you find yourself blocked by fear or performance anxiety, it can be helpful to release these blocks by simply asking yourself, how could you best serve the greater good at this time? The answer to this question will never be to shrink back in fear. It will always be to choose belief over doubt. It will be to move ahead, to take the opportunity offered to you as a vote of confidence from the universe. This realization will bring you a peace of mind so that you can resume your progress and share what you have with the world. If you have been working hard, take the opportunities that have come to you and are still taking the opportunities that have come to you and are still feeling as though you are not quite where you wish to be in terms of fulfilling your life purpose and divine destiny. You are now asked to acknowledge all that you have attained so far. Acknowledge all the people that you have assisted in your own special way, all the positive influence of love that you have added to the collective human soul through your willingness to take your spiritual journey. Open your heart and care about life on earth. Your spiritual service has been noticed by the spiritual worlds, and you will be empowered to serve in increasingly beautiful ways. Your service is already successful and will only increase in potency, power, and peace. So trust in how much of an impact you have already had, too. Trust and believe that the people around you that you have impacted, that you have stood up for, that you have believed in, are finding that belief in themselves and they are moving forward. And you have brought a lot of transformations to people. And it's time now to start seeing your accomplishments and to start knowing that it will be paying off soon. Because I think you might be working on getting something going to have fulfillment in your life in some way, whether that be in a cash way, whether that be in a love way, whether that be in whatever way it is that you're looking to bring happiness into your life through this spiritual service, you are creating it. You are creating it. And there are a lot of people who see your talent and believe in you. And you need to believe in yourself, because that's the only belief that truly matters and will help you get to where you want to be. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye.